Hello guys, welcome to another Fire the Spare YouTube video. This video is going to be a little different though, in that Nick John, I'm going to show you what happened to my road. We got about 2.5 inches of rain one night, pretty fast, and I'm going to show you what it did to my road here. This had happened before, and we kind of fixed it, but here, you can see the hole here. Yeah, pretty big. We'll look at it in just a second. But as you can see, that's kind of like half of the road that we drive on. So yeah, kind of a fix that is needed, let's say. That's probably like a 2-3 foot drop right there. Yeah, there's a little creek there. And then on the other side, that are the culprits of this catastrophe, if you want to call it that. But what happened was the rain, as you can see there, it had jumped over the bank on that side, and you can see how the grass is folded over a little bit, and so it jumped both sides of the road over there, and it just ran down the road. And so yeah, and then this happened to be the low spot. And so it just ran off, and then it just kept eroding away and eroding away and eroding away. But anyway, I'm going to show you where it came up, back up here. As you can see, most of the bank on that side kind of held. But here, you can kind of see right here, where the grass is folded over, right here, it kind of jumped. And can't really see, you can't see it too well in the camera, but it's really a rough road right now. It jumped right there too, but yeah, it's really rough. It's kind of hard to see, but just take my word on it. Here, you can kind of get a glimpse at how rough the road is a little bit. But here's where most of the water came in, over here. Okay, this stuff you see right here, this is a bank we built. We built it all the way up, but as you can see where this bare dirt is, this is it, the water had totally just taken it out. You can see the grass folded this way because the water came this way. And of course, the road's really rough here. But yeah, so this is where the most of the water came in, and it just ran down the road all the way down to our hole. And anyway, this got me thinking about sin and stuff, in that, you know, before we sin, this is, you know, not really a, you know, we get wounded by sin, and our soul gets stained and injured. Like I mentioned before, this road in the past, it did jump last fall, but it wasn't this bad. This is a lot worse. So you can see in the photo we have, I'll try to put that on the video, of what it was last year. But as we sin more and more, the temptations are easier to jump our barriers we have to sin. And so, you know, it just becomes easier and easier to sin. And, you know, if you think about it, the water jumping over the road is giving into sin. It tears up our soul and it erodes it away. And so, like good Catholics, we go to confession, we build up the wall. But the problem is if we don't avoid the near occasion of sin, then we're in trouble. Now, there are some near occasions of sin that we cannot avoid. But, you know, we should try our best to avoid near occasions of sin, especially those that we are prone to fall into. And as a matter of fact, it's actually a sin to put us in a near occasion of sin, that sin being a mortal sin. It's actually a sin for us to do that. But what happens is, if you don't build a good enough wall, this is what happens. Sin comes, and it will jump. It will jump our fortresses we've made. If we get too close to those near occasions of sin, what happens is the temptation will come, and it will be too much for us. And just like this water was too much for this road, as you can see the water here, so will the sin be, and it will just wash over us and everything, and we will fall. And then what happens is the road, or our soul, gets eroded. And the problem is, though, the more we sin or the more we fall into it, the harder it is to fix it, the harder it is to be immune to it. So this had happened before, a couple of times actually, but we didn't really try to do a really good fix until the road had washed out down here in the fall. But that wasn't good enough. And it's just so in our spiritual life. If we don't try to fix ourselves, it's going to become a bigger problem later. And just as this road had maybe just, when it first happened, the water eroded maybe a third of this road. You easily had, let's see, everything to the right of my hand, right there. That's all that was eroded. But as you can see now, not only is it bigger, but it's a deeper hole, a deeper problem. Yeah, you can see that. So just like if we keep falling into sin, then it becomes a bigger problem and a deeper problem and a harder problem to fix. And it requires more energy. And in order to fix it, the more times we do it, the more energy it's going to take. So in our case, we're going to be bringing in a bunch of material, and we're going to build this road up, 2 feet high. We're going to take the sides here, build it up. And so the road will not be able to go underwater now. But it's going to require us to bring in a bulldozer and do it. A lot more work than what we had done before. But it's a bigger problem now because we hadn't totally fixed it, and therefore we need more energy. And it's just like our soul life. It's going to require more energy the more we sin. So, moral of the story, long story short, don't sin. If you do, you're going to have a problem. If you continue sinning, you're going to have a bigger problem. That's why confession is so great, because it's a great means to help us fix these sins, these problems, these holes in our life that are blocking us from traveling onward toward heaven. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys today. The lighting isn't terrific, but we're having the bulldozer come out tomorrow, and this was the only time I had to film. The sun's about over the horizon. So, but yeah, I hope this analogy helps you guys. And, if you haven't been to confession in a while, maybe you should. I can almost guarantee you the priest isn't going to yell at you. I've had many occasions where the priest could, and he didn't. So they're not going to yell at you. Jesus, remember, they're Jesus, and Jesus is not going to yell at you. But yeah, if you got a hole, get it fixed, but get it fixed right, or else you're going to get a bigger problem. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't. You can follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, and you can check out the new magazine we have. And yeah, the new magazine, it's awesome. I've read it, and if you have not checked it out, I highly suggest you check it out. It's all about Mary, which is a great means of fixing your sins and protecting your road and soul for life. But anyway, thanks for watching. God bless, and until next time, may God bless you. This is Nick John, signing out.